Hey everyone, I'm Jory Richard. Name of this message is Influencing the Fabric of Reality with Your Mind. So it has been said by Einstein, by Thomas Edison, that our mind is a receiver and it's also sending out messages the same way a radio does. And we can actually impact physical matter by just our thoughts. Good morning.
Good morning.
So whenever you're feeling a certain type of way, if you're thinking about someone, or if you feel crummy, if you feel good, you're broadcasting that message out into the universe. I was driving home from an open house. I was upset, had a lot on my mind, just tons of negative energy I was broadcasting. And then my tire popped. For no reason, it just blew up on the highway. And I have to take full responsibility for that. Because that's the way it works. You are the center of reality, the center of the universe. And once your attention once you're not there no longer, reality collapses. It doesn't exist anymore. Because you actually are the center of the universe. So if I want something, if I want $1 million, I'm going to convince my mind that I already have it. And then believe that it's already in the bank, in the bag. Go to sleep counting $100 bills. And I'm broadcasting that message out into the world. So that same exact vibration, that same frequency is going to come back to me. We've been taught in public schools and by the generation before us that your thoughts do not impact and change physical matter by just thoughts alone. Your imagination, when you bring up something in your imagination, it is reality. It is actually physical in a spiritual realm. The same way that you're in this world. You got a body, you're moving around. It's spiritual. You are in a dream world. You're still given a body. And that impacts physical matter. If someone is thinking good things about you, or they want you to be blessed, they could think about good things. Luke, it's starting to rain. We might have to go back, Mr. Boo. We're going to have to go back. It's starting to rain, Mr. Boo Boos. It's starting to rain, Mr. B. I know, he's like, uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. It's getting rainy. You're creating everything with your mind. Your mind actually creates reality, whether you move physically in it or not. If you're thinking about someone and you're sending them negative energy, or it's a distressed type of vibration, you keep on thinking about someone, they're actually feeling that. It's not only when you pick up the phone and you call them and then you say some stupid shit. They're feeling it the whole time because you're emitting a frequency. You're actually emitting vibrations out into the world that other people's brains are picking up. Einstein wasn't a stupid guy. And he said that your mind changes physical reality by just thoughts alone. Thoughts are things. Thoughts are real. When you bring it up in your imagination and you ask for something, it is given. And it goes in the escrow. It's there, it's in the bag, it's been given to you. You just have to believe and line up with that frequency of who that person is. So there's many people that are trying to convince their mind to be a certain way, to act a certain way. But you need to realize that you are that person right now. You don't even have to become someone different. You are that person. I know, your little ears are getting wet. Come on, Mr. Boo-Boos. He don't like his little ears getting wet. They cut his ears off and threw him in the garbage when he was a little pup. So anytime it rains, the water gets in his ears, and then he goes crazy. He goes crazy, boy. That's the piece of information that's taught in these secret societies that we're not taught in school. That your mind is like a radio. It's sending messages and it's receiving messages. And it changes physical matter just by thought alone. You can make $1 million by just using your mind. You might send a message out, a vibration, a frequency into the world, and you'll be walking down the block and you'll find money right in the street, or circumstances will line up that'll be so obvious, and the money will be just pop right up in front of you. Then there's also the aspect is that you have to believe it when it's there. If you're trading and you look at your trading account and there's $100,000 in there, take that fucking bag. That is your blessing. And people's limiting beliefs, it's happened to me. This is what I've realized. Even when it was there, it's like I couldn't believe it. It was too good to be true, and therefore it never was mine in the first place. So when the bag is there, you take it. When the blessing is there, seize it. That's the answer. See, I was praying. I was praying for a blessing to rain down from heaven. And within a few weeks, I had $60,000 in my trading account. But I didn't believe that it was actually mine. And him that has not even what he thinks he has will be taken from him. And I thought the money was mine, but all I had to do was take it to believe that it was mine and to cash out. Once you cash out, once you go to that Bitcoin ATM and it starts spitting out $40,000 in $20 bills, that's when the physical manifestation fully happens. When you hold it in your motherfucking hand, when you actually claim it. when you transfer it to an Anchor coin. When you actually take the profits. And I didn't take the profits. I fucked up. So we're going to do it again. We're going to manifest it again. And this time, I believe that it's mine. And I'm not going to get greedy. I'm going to take it, put it off to the sidelines, and then wait for the next opportunity. Because there's always going to be another opportunity that is created. It's possible to pick that one unicorn stock or coin, and then you buy it at 10 cents and it goes up to $1,000. But most likely, you're gonna get your winnings in bits and pieces. And you can become rich in a year. Just wait. Stop and think. It's actually up to you. That's the way I view reality. But your mind can actually pull it in and then make it happen. You can make $1 million in a month if you truly believe it. And if you charge up that thought with enough energy, you send that positive vibration out, what it feels like, with your desire fulfilled. It's floating around in escrow. It's actually real in the spiritual realm. But then keep on pumping energy into it. And eventually it will come down from heaven, wrap flesh around it, and you'll hold it in your hands. No matter what it is. You can have anything. The only thing that will hinder you from getting what you desire is your own thoughts. So if you're receiving what you don't want, you need to ask yourself, what am I thinking about? What am I saying? What kind of thoughts are running through my mind? Because that is exactly what you're receiving. You're creating, you're manifesting constantly, whether you like it or not. And it all has to do with the thoughts and your imagination, what's going on in your mind. And if you look in your past, you will see that everything that became a reality in your physical world, it first began with a thought in your mind's eye. I'm Jory Richard. The name of this message is Physical Thoughts. Your thoughts physically manifesting into the world. Peace.